Welcome. The 1, 2, 3 simplified R proof. Presented is the 1, 2, 3 simplified R proof of the Out of the Americas. R represents the Y DNA haplogroup R or male marker R. In this simplified approach, R1 is the root of all modern humans. Please see R1 inside the large purple circle embracing the whole of North America in the left upper side of your screen. Proof 1. The R tree shows the root, and the root is R1. Please see the small red circle circling R1. 2. The R map shows the location of the root R1 in North America. Please see R1 inside the large purple circle embracing the whole of North America. Please remind that R1b and R1bx is not the root anymore, but already a descendant from the root R1. 3. The Britain R figure shows the turnover of the blue dots around 4,400 years ago. Please see the blue arrow pointing down from the Stonehenge image, that are replaced or turned over by the red dots of R1b. Please see the red dots of R1b in the upper right half of the figure on your screen. They now have replaced all blue dots. In this example of Britain, red dots are R1bm269, which is a hybrid of R1b, and R1b is a descendant from the root R1. So all that had taken over after the turnover are the red dots, and they come from the root R1 coming from the Americas, and consequently the red dots came from out of the Americas. After the turnover, the genome and haplogroup of all descendants consequently came from the Americas, and not from any other continent. All that eventually had come from Africa before the turnover was eliminated after the turnover 4,400 years ago, and consequently could not have delivered descendants from out of Africans that left Africa more than 4,400 years ago. If there had been out of Africans, they would have been amongst the blue dots, and would have been wiped out 4,400 years ago. So, they could not be or become our ancestor. Consequently, we modern humans do not come out of Africa, but instead modern humans come out of the Americas. Modern humans are genetically more related to Amerinds than to Africans. As a crucial starter, the Amerinds and modern humans have Neanderthal DNA. Please see red rectangle tangling sub-Saharan Africa. Further, sub-Saharan Africans, our supposed ancestors, do not have Neanderthal DNA. Please see red rectangle tangling parts of the Americas, especially the parts where we modern humans have our root and come from. Further, we modern humans are morphologically more similar to Amerinds than to Africans. This too is a distant indication for out of Americas. Getting from typical African skin to all types of Eurasian skin is a radical change, not some kind of a quick drift. Resuming. It does not matter if Africans, the by consensus supposed or hypothesized Homo sapiens, interbred or not interbred with Neanderthal, or had acquired Neanderthal DNA or had not acquired, because these hypothesized Africans in Eurasia etc. would have been wiped out by the turnover independently of this different given. As a kind of confirmation or indication, the Neanderthal DNA that is carried by modern humans today does not present the markers of interbreeding with Neanderthal. In other words, for geneticists, they did not interbreed. This is one more paradigm for consensus. In fact, modern humans cannot have interbred with Neanderthals, at least not in Eurasia, etc., because when the modern humans turned over Eurasia 4,000 and more years ago, the Neanderthal had long gone or been extinct, most probably by another, but earlier than, wave of hybrids out of the Americas. Resuming. Modern humans do not come out of Africa and did not interbred with Neanderthal. Since modern humans came from the Americas, they brought the supposed Neanderthal DNA, haplotype B006, from the Americas. The haplotype world map of the B006 haplotype, Neanderthal, etc., confirms this potential of the Americas, especially North America. Thank you for watching.